Alright, good afternoon, guys. Today we'll be dealing with Math 101, permutation and combination to be precise. So, these are the three questions we'll be dealing with today. The first one says, how many odd numbers can be formed with the digits 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6? With two conditions. The first condition is if repetitions are not allowed, and the second condition is if repetitions are allowed. Probably I might be showing you two ways of solving this, but before then, let me just divide the board into two. Now, the first one, how many odd numbers can be formed with the digits 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? We have five choices on ground to pick from. So, but we are asked to find how many odd numbers can be formed. They did not give us restriction. They did not say how many two odds. They did not say how many three odds number can be formed. They did not say how many four odd numbers can be formed. They just say how many, which means we are going to find one odd number that can be formed, one digit odd number, two digit odd number, three digit odd number, four digit odd number, and at the end of the day, 5 digit odd number, because the total choices we have on ground is 5. So assuming we have how many two-digit odds can be formed, so we only be restricted to 2 digits. But since there is no restriction here, it's how many odd number. So we are checking 1 digit odd, 2 digit odd, 3 digit odd, 4 digit odd, 5 digit odd, because the total choice we have is 5. If we have more than 5 choices here, then we can be saying then 6 digit odd as well. Now let's start with 1 digit odd. Now, this our choices are 2, 3, 4, 5, and what? And 6. So now, how many odd number can be formed? Now, if I have to deal with 1 digit odd, there is no problem. The only odd number we have in these choices are what? The only 1 digit odd we have are what? 3 and 5. 3 and 5. So for the 1 digit odd, we have because we are picking 3 among 5 choices. So it's going to give us what? 5 combination 1. And we are also picking 5 from 5 choices as well. So we are going to have another one, 5 combination 1, 5 combination 1. Like for the 3 digit odd, for the 1 digit odd rather, 1 digit odd, we have 2, which is 3 and 5. So for 1 digit odd, the answer is 2. But another way you can do it is the initial one that I wrote. Because here now, if you want to pick 3, 3 is just one number among these 5 numbers. So we are having 5 combination 1. That is, you are choosing one out of 5 choices. So if you want to pick 5 as well, you have, because 5 is also a single number among these 5 choices, you're also going to have what? Another 5 combination 1. So if you add 5 combination 1 to 5 combination 1, your answer is going to give you 2 at the end of the day. So for 1 digit odd, you have 2 values for them, which are 3 and 5. So this is just the easiest way to do it. Now for 2 digit, this one is 1 digit odd now. For 2 digit odd, let's just say, okay, now, this is where the issue comes from. We want to form 2 digit odd number from 5 choices. That's why I just draw like 2 dashes. The 2 digits will be filling these 2 dashes. And you know what determines a number that is more than 1 digit? What determines whether it's an odd number or not is the last digit, not actually the first digit. The first digit can be an odd number or an even number. But once the last digit is odd, that means the whole number is odd. For instance, assuming I'm saying this is 2, yet it doesn't mean that everything here will be an odd number unless I write the last digit. So if I write the last digit as 2, so definitely everything is going to be an even number. Whatever I put here, whether 1 or 3, since the last digit is even number, so the whole number will be what? Even number. For instance, 24, the last digit there is 4. So 24 is an even number. But if I say 25, the last digit is odd. So 25 is an odd number. So the last digit will determine whether it's an odd number or an even number. Now, we want to form 2 digit odd number. 2 digit odd number. So we are filling the last digit first, because it's the last digit that determines that it's an odd number or not. So now, if you want to fill this last digit, um, That means we are picking a choice from these five, but we are limited to just two out of the whole five choices. Why are we limited to just two? Because if I have to pick six to the last digit, the whole number will not be an odd number. If I have to pick four for the last digit, the whole number is not going to be an odd number. It's going to be an even number. If you have to pick two, it's still going to be an even number. So we can only pick either 3 or 5 for the last digit of the two-digit odd number. So that means out of the 5 choices, we are restricted to just 2 choices here. So to fill, we also have formula, don't worry. So now to fill the last digit, here we have how many choices? Just 3 and 4. That's what? 2 choices. Are we together? Here we have 2 choices. Now to fill the first digit, don't forget the condition says repetitions are not what? Allowed. So which means we've used one of these two to fill up this last digit. Whichever it is, whether 3 or 5, that's not our concern. Our concern is that we have used one of them. So that one, we cannot use it again, which means we don't have up to 5 choices left here. The choice we are having here is now 4. Why? Because we've used one earlier to fill the last digit. I'm not saying 0. I'm just drawing like a number is inside here. So we only have 4 choices left. Now to fill the first digit now, how many choices do we have to pick from? Now to fill the last digit, we only have 3 and 5 to pick from, which are 2 choices. So we have 2 choices. Now to fill the first digit, how many choices do we have? We have just 4. Why? Because we've used one before. The condition is repetition. We can't repeat a number again. So to fill this one, we have 4 choices. So now multiply all the choices together. So this guy is going to give us what? 4 multiplied by 2, which is what? 8. Now for one digit odd, we can only have 2, like 2, which are 3 and 5. For two digit odd, you can have 8, whether 23, whether 25, whether 43. I don't want to know everything now, but what I know is that it's no more than 8. It's no more than 8. Or another way you can also do it is okay, now to fill the another way you can also do it without this is to use the formula directly, though you will still get the same thing. Now these are the 2 digits. Now to fill the last digit, I can only pick from 3 and 5, because if I pick anything different from 3 and 5, it's not going to give an odd number. So I only have 2 choices. So now I'm picking one of these out of 2. So I'm picking 1 out of 2 to fill the last digit. So for this part, I'm only having 2 combination 1. That means I'm choosing 1 from 2. 2 combination 1. Now for the first digit, it can be any number, even or odd. It's the last digit that must be odd to determine that the whole number is odd. For the first digit now, I have 5 choices, but I've used one before. I don't know whether it's 3 I use or 5. That's not my concern. But my concern is that I've used one already. I've chosen one out of these 2 that I have. So my choices here are no longer up to 5. I only have 4 choices left. So now I want to pick one of those 4 to fill this gap. So 1 out of 4. So it's going to give me what? 4 combination 1. 4 combination 1 is same thing as 4. You are multiplying. 2 combination 1 is same thing as 2. You still get your what? You get your 8. So for 1 digit odd, we get 2, which are 3 and 5. For 2 digit odd, we get 8. Now for 3 digit odd, number, let's say we have 1, 2, 3. For 3 digit odd number. So now we need to start from, if the condition is even number, you can start from here. But since it is odd number, it's the last digit that determines whether it's an odd number or not. So we are filling the last digit first. Now we want to form 3 digits. That's why I'm drawing 3 dashes. Now we want to fill this place. Now how many choices do we have? You know the last one must be odd. So out of our 5 choices, we only have 2 odd. So the choices that we have to fill that place is only 2. So we are picking 1 out of 2. So here we give us what? 2 combination 1. We are picking either 3 or 5 out of the 2, because you can't pick out of all the choices, because we have 2, 4, 6. The last number can never be 2, 4, 6. It's known. That one is certain. It's not guessing. It's certain that the last number must not be even number. For the whole number to be odd, the last digit must not be even number. So the last digit can either be 3 or 5. So we have just 2 choices to fill the last digit. So we are picking 1 out of these 2 to fill it. So since the choices are 2 and we're only choosing 1 out of 2, That's why I wrote 2 combination 1. Now, to fill this second one, no repetitions are not allowed. So whatever you have chosen here, you cannot repeat it again. So which means all these 5 choices you have on grant, they are no longer up to 5 because you've used one. The one you use, you are not concerned whether it's 3 or 5. You've used one. It can be 3, it can be 5. Just know that you've used one here. So all this one you cannot just, so you have just 4 choices left to fill the second one, because whatever you use here, you can't repeat it again, you can't choose it again. Repetitions are not allowed. So this one, the choices you have to fill up this space is no longer up to 5. It's just 4 choices. So that means now to fill this guy, you only want to pick one. You only want to pick one number out of 4 choices. So here now you have what? 4 combination 1. Now to fill up the first digit, to fill up the first digit, you've picked a number to fill the second digit for the 3-digit odd number. The 3-digit odd number can be 225, can be 223, can be 635, can be just that it must be an odd number. And what determines it to be an odd number is the last digit. So now we fill the second one. To fill the first one, you're choosing a number to fill this one. You're choosing another number to fill this one. So all your 5 choices are no longer up to 5. In fact, no longer up to 4. You only have 3 choices left. Your total choices are 5. But you've picked one to fill this, you've picked another one to fill this. Since you can't repeat them again, that means you only have 3 choices left. And you want to pick one number inside that 3 choices. That will give you a 3 combination, what? 1. Then multiply everything together. 3 combination 1 is 3. 4 combination 1 is 4. 2 combination 1 is 2. Now for 3-digit odd, we can have 3 times 4 times 2, that's 24. We can form 24 3-digit odd number from 2, 3, 4, 5. We can form 8, we can form 8 2-digit odd number from 2, 3, 4, 5. We can form 2 1-digit odd number from 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we are not done. Now, this is for 3 digits. Now, for 4 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, to fill the last one, because the last one determines if it's an odd number or not, we have only just 3 and 5. Out of the 5 choices we have, we only have 3 and 5 that are odd, because the last number must be an odd number. So you have 2 choices. I want to pick one number out of 2 choices. So this guy give you 2 combination 1. This one is going to give, now you have used one out of these 2. Everything here is 5. But among 3 and 5, you've used one. Whether it's 3 or 5, you are less concerned. So which means everything here can no longer be up to 5, because whatever you have picked out of 3 and 5, you can't repeat it again. So you have 4 choices left. So this one give you what? 4 combination 1. Whatever you have chosen here, you can't choose it again. So that means your choices are reducing by 1. Here we give you 2 combination 1. Then this one will give you 2 combination 1. This is 2 times 3 times 4 times what? Times 2. 6 times 4, 24 times 2. This gives you what? 48. So now for this is 4-digit odd. Now for 5-digit odd. 5-digit odd. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now to fill the first one, you can only pick from 3 and 5. So 2 combination 1. Since you've used one out of everything, it is out of these 5 that we pick 3 and 5. So we have 4 left. 4 combination 1. 3 combination 1. 2 combination 1. Then what? 1 combination 1. So this give you 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 2. And that's something as what? 48. If we are restricted to 3-digit odd number alone, we only do this guy. But they said how many odd? So we can have 1-digit odd, 2-digit odd, 3-digit odd, 4-digit odd, 5-digit odd. So let's add odd. For repetitions are not allowed. Now let's add everything together. We're going to have 2 plus 8 plus 24 plus 48 plus 48. So this guy give us 10, 34. Sorry, yeah, 34, 74 plus 8, 82. So we have what? 130, if I'm not mistaken. 34, 74, 82, 122, 130. So we have 130 odd numbers that can be formed from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if repetitions are not allowed. So now let's move to the condition B. What if repetitions are allowed? What if repetitions are allowed? Don't forget, for repetitions are not allowed, we have what? 130 odd numbers. 130 odd numbers. Now, for repetitions are allowed for one digit odd. One digit odd. Now, our choices are 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, for one digit odd, it can only be either 3 or 5. 3 or 5. So, for one digit odd, the answer is still 2. 3 is 1, 5 is another one. So, we only have two one digit odd number. So, whether we are repeating or we are not repeating, it's still 2 digit odd. So now for it's still two two one digit odd rather. Now for two digit odd number 1, 2. Now don't forget to fill the last digit here out of this two digit odd number. It can only be 3 and 5. You can't put 2 there, you can't put 4 there, you can't put 6 there. Because if you put 2, 4, 6 there, either of 2, 4, 6, it's no longer an odd number, it's an even number. So for it to be an odd number, odd digit must end it. So to fill the last digit, it must either be 3 or what, or 5. So we are picking one digit from 3 and 5. Our choices now to fill the last digit is 3 and 5. So we are picking 1. We are picking 1. So here we have what? 2 combination 1. But the question says repetitions are allowed. So the first one you pick, you can still repeat it. So the total choices you still have is 5. Because that one you've picked first, you can still repeat it again. So the choices are not reduced. Repetition is allowed. So to fill this, you have 5 choices. You are picking 1 out of these 5. So you have what? 5 combination 1. So this gives us what? 5 multiplied by 2, which is what? 10 for 2 digit odd. Now for 3 digit odd, for 3 digit odd, 1, 2, 3. To fill the last digit, you can only pick from 3 and 5. You are picking 1 of 3 and 5. So that gives you a 2 combination 1. To fill the second digit, since whether you've used 3 or you've used 5, whichever you've used, you can repeat it again. So you still have your total 5 choices on ground. So this one gives you what? 5 combination 1. The last one, no, you still have what? 5 combination 1 because repetition is allowed. So at the end of the year, you get 5 times 5 times 2. That's what? 50. So for 4 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4. The last one, you can only pick 3 and 5. So that gives you are choosing one out of 2 numbers, 2 combination 1. For the other one, no repetition is allowed. So that one gives you what? 5 combination 1. This one also give you what? 5 combination 1. This one also give you what? 5 combination 1. So here you have 5 times 5 times 5 times 2. 5 times 5 25. And that's what? 250, right? Yeah, so for the 5 digit odd, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last one still give you 2 combination 1 because you're only picking from 3 and 5. This one give you 5 combination 1. This one also give you 5 combination 1. No repetition is allowed. You have 5 combination 1. And this you also have what? 5 combination 1. So here you have 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. That's 625 times 2. That should be 1,250. So this guy give us 1,250. Now let's add everything together. We have 2 plus 10 plus 50 plus 50 plus 1,250. So if you add this 50, you have 1,300. If you add this 50, you have 1,350, 1,360, 1,362. That give us 1,362. So for this one, we have 1,362 odd numbers if repetitions are allowed. I think I should be right here. The addition. So now, let's quickly rush the other question. So this one won't take me more than. So in how many ways can a group of 12 be divided into 3 groups of 3? Now we have group of 12. We want to divide these 12 into 3 groups, and the 3 groups must contain one of the three groups must contain 3 people, the other one must contain 4 people, then the last one must contain 5 people. Now the first one that must contain 3 people, that means I'm picking or I'm selecting 3 people from what? 12 people. So I'm going to have what? 12 what? Combination 3 multiply by. Now the mistake you can make here is that now the second one now, the second group, must contain 4 people. Now some of you will be tempted to write 12 combination 4. No, this one can no longer be 12. Why? Because you've removed 3 from it before. No, you've selected 3 people from that 12. So this 12 is no longer up to 12 again. 12 minus the 3 you first remove, you have 9. So this one will give you, now you have 9 left. Now you are picking 4 people out of 9. So this will give you 9 combination 4 multiply by. Now you have 9 left before, then you've chosen another 4 from 9. So what do you have left? 5. So the last one will give you, and now you want to pick 5 from the remaining 5 you have on ground. So you have 5 combination 5. Now 12 combination 3 multiply by 9 combination 4 multiply by 5 combination 5. Let's just solve that. This gives us 12 factorial over 12 minus 3 factorial 3 factorial multiply by 9 factorial over 9 minus 4 factorial 4 factorial multiply by 5 factorial over 5 minus 5 factorial 5 factorial. So this one gives us 12 minus 3 is 9. So here we have 9 factorial. So 9 factorial, we cancel 9 factorial here. So at the numerator, we have 12 times 11 times 10. Okay, let me show you. Times 9 factorial. I don't need to expand it to 1. I can stop here. Over 12 minus 3 is 9. 9 factorial. Multiply by 3 factorial. Multiply by 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 factorial over 9 minus 4. 5 factorial. This is what? 4 factorial. Multiply by 5 minus 5 is 0. So here we have a 0 factorial, which is same thing as 1. So here we have 5 factorial over 5 factorial left. 5 factorial over 5 factorial. So here 9 factorial cancel this. So we have 12 times 11 times 10. I think 12 times 11, that should be 121 times 10. We have 1210. 3 factorial is 6. Multiply by 9 times this cancel. 4 factorial is 24. 4 times 3 times 2. Yeah, that's 24. So 8 here 1, 8 in 24. We have 3. So here we have 9 times 7 times 6. Okay, 3 here 1, 3 and 6, we have 2. So here we have 9 times 7 times 2 left. 9 times 7, that should be 63, right? So we have 63. Okay, multiply by 2, that's 126. 5 factorial over 5 factorial, that's 1. So you can just 1210 over 6 times 126 times 1. That will give you your answer there. So you can just use your calculator and just finish the rest. Now the last question. The last question here, we are writing factorial form n into n minus 1 over n into n minus 1 into n minus 2. Now, one thing you need to know is that n factorial itself equals to n into n minus 1. It can be this. N factorial can also be this. N factorial can also be this. It depends on where you want to stop. But wherever you are stopping, just make sure you end everything with what? Factorial. So you can still continue to express this n minus 4, n minus 5, n minus 6. But this is the question we are asked to write in factorial form. So we need something that can give us this. So how do we do that? Now, this guy equals to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 give us n factorial over, let me check something. Here we have over n minus 3 factorial. Now I'm going to explain now. Now, you know n factorial can be n into n minus 1, just like this, n minus 2, n minus 3 factorial. Now, if I'm to divide it by n minus 3 factorial, I realize that this one will cancel this one. So what will I have left there? I will have n into n minus 1 into n minus 2, which is equal to this. So this, I can write this, the factorial form of this guy is n factorial over n minus 3 factorial. Because n factorial can be everything here. Assuming the question add n minus 3 to it, then here I'm going to have n minus 4 factorial. Because here now I'm now going to have n minus 4 factorial. This will give me n minus 4. Then this will cancel. What we now have left is n into n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, which is equal to this. So thanks. We'll see in the next class. Where's this guy?